All right, so we're doing something new today.
Yes, we are.
I'm excited.
Sunflower seeds.
Man, I
Whole
can't wait.
spread.
We're going to rank them, which is the best,
Which is the worst?
which is the worst.
And the only opinion that is correct is mine.
No.
Any other opinions that differ than mine are incorrect.
Well, I got a bonus sunflower seed for you guys. I know we talked about 5. I brought a 6th one,
Really?
which is my favorite, which is right here. Sizzling bacon. I hope you guys like it.
Sizzling bacon. I don't think I've ever had those.
Well, we haven't had Taco Bell either.
Oh,
The Taco Bell flavor.
We're saving the best for last. So
Yes, we are.
Looking forward to that.
All right,
Can't
yeah,
wait.
because a lot of the kids, they were saying cracked pepper, Taco Bell. One kid said chili cheese last year.
You know, I
think-
heard about chili lime.
Really?
Chili lime, I heard, is a good
Really?
one. Yeah.
Okay.
That's up my alley. That's something I would like for sure.
Okay, and we're going to be doing all this taste testing later on in the podcast.
Yep.
But welcome to the Cover Cal High podcast. I'm your host, Jake Vanderbrook, alongside Tyler Flipson, Adrian Soriano. Okay, so that is our second full week that we've covered baseball, softball, lacrosse, and we're going to start off with the polls because why not?
Why not?
Why not?
not? So, Age, start us
All
off
right.
with baseball.
All right, baseball. Boy, oh boy. Well, I had St. Francis at number 1 entering Friday, but then Sarah beat St. Francis. So Sarah's back at 1, St. Francis 2, Granada 3, De La Salle 4. De La Salle's been hot lately. Valley Christian 5, Pittsburgh 6, Lee 7, Auckland 8, Clayton Valley 9, and Piedmont back in the poll at number 10.
Interesting.
Yes. Oh, and then the bubble teams, Hollister, Los Gatos, St. Ignatius, Cardinal Newman, Midi, Benicia, Dublin, Amateur Valley, Heritage, Newark Memorial is in the bubble now, I guess. Menlo Atherton, Livermore,
Okay.
and Mountain View.
That is a massive bubble.
Yeah, it just got bigger.
You want to
Yeah.
throw the rest of the Bay Area in there while you're
Sure.
at it?
I'll put in Milpitas. Oh no, I can't put them in. They're not that good
Terrible.
this year.
Okay, so you got Piedmont in the poll.
Back in the
So
poll.
last week they split a 2-game series with Encinal. They won the first meeting and then lost the second.
Yeah.
Now you got Castro Valley on the other hand, who's been playing some wonderful
Castro Valley is also in this
baseball.
poll. Not in this poll. In the bubble. Castro Valley in the bubble.
Why are they not on the poll though?
Okay, they played Oakland Tech. No disrespect to Oakland Tech, but and quality of phone.
But they beat a good quality team in O'Dowd.
I mean, O'Dowd is an okay team. Again, no disrespect to Bishop O'Dowd, but now Castro Valley is good though.
Yeah.
I need to see just a little bit more, just a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit more.
So you thought Piedmont at least taking one game against Encinal, and we've been hearing it from the comments on our Instagram. Be on the lookout for Encinal, those
I know.
Jets,
I know.
right?
We've been
So-
getting it. We've also been getting Dublin
So
snubbed.
why was it enough for Piedmont to at least take one game to make it back on the poll?
Well, Hollister lost, I think, last week. So I mean, I think Piedmont is better at this point of the season. But again, you could say the same about our number 1 team.
Yep.
We don't really have a number 1 team right now. I'll just put it at that. Yes, Sarah is number 1, but they split St. Francis. I cannot put Granada as our number 1 team because they lost to Alameda and I think they lost to St. Ignatius early in the year. Also can't put De La Salle because they lost to Granada to start the season. Also can't put Valley Christian because it got swept by St. Francis. So and Pittsburgh is, I think Pittsburgh is undefeated besides Clayton Valley, but Pittsburgh hasn't really played anyone besides Capolindo was their best opponent so far. So we're really gonna find out what they're gonna do against Granada tomorrow, hoping
If there's no rain.
if there is no now they have turf.
they do.
They have turf.
They do.
So we're hoping that game does get played
And
tomorrow.
I'm going to bring it up every week. I think it's my
Yeah.
due diligence. But you're really making Lee grind to get out of that lower third of the poll. You're really making them fight for it. I mean, it's crazy.
Hey, man. They
To
just
not
gotta keep
even
winning.
find their way to
But-
a 5 or 6 spot.
But it's tough because I mean, look, I think I think they beat
Valley
Los Gatos.
Christian had a good week.
Valley Christian had a good
They
week.
did.
I mean, you look at our top 6 teams, right? Can you put Lee over any one of those 6 teams?
I think
There you go.
a
There
lot.
you go. See,
If this
I know.
if this game is played, this game's played at Pittsburgh tomorrow.
Yes, it
right?
will be at
Granada
Pittsburgh.
Pitt.
Shout out Jimmy Lewis.
Shout out Jimmy Lewis. I'll be seeing him tomorrow if this game is played. But I think this is a big game for both teams, for both Granada and Pittsburgh. Granada, a couple weeks ago, they took that tough loss to Alameda, and then last week they had to battle out and grind out a 1-0 win over
California.
Over Cal.
Cal's a decent team too, right? So we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, this is not the Granada team from last year who lost one time, right? And oddly enough, the team that they lost to last year, they're playing this week after Pitt.
So let's say Pittsburgh remains unbeaten after this week. Where would you put Pitt?
Well, Pitt South is going to be in the top 5.
Okay.
Right? I don't now. Can I put them over Valley Christian? No. Can you put them over De La Salle? Then it gets a little tricky, right? Because now here we go with just like.
But
softball.
You would put him over Granada, right?
Oh well, you have to put him over Granada.
All right.
But then now here we go with everyone beating everyone, right? Let's just say Pitt beats Granada tomorrow. Well, Granada beat De La Salle. So can you
put Granada lost to Alameda?
See, there you go, right? So everyone's beating everyone up again. So, like I said, we don't really have a true number 1 team right now. This is like 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, 1F.
And if I recall correctly, St. Ignatius and Midi are going at it this week.
Yes,
in
they
baseball.
are.
So that's going to be a really interesting bubble matchup.
Yeah.
Where we could see a 9 or 10 spot by the end of this week, heading into next week.
And Valley Christian's playing Sarah this week. So another big game over there in the Dub Cal.
I feel like it's just another week set up for another stalemate where the poll just kind of floats. I'm thinking about the top 5 to 6-ish,
Yeah.
Depending on the outcome of the games, of course. But I feel like we're going to see a lot of splits, in 2-game series. I feel like we're going to see a lot of splits this season.
And you know what? Hey, De La Salle could find themselves at number 1 by the end of this week. They've won since losing to St. Mary's and Granada. To start the season, they've won like 7 in a row.
When you're hot, you're hot.
A walk-off against Foothill, which we'll talk about later.
Yep.
I have my opinions about that one.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Absolutely. And you talk about Livermore and Mountain View, MA. With those leagues, Livermore has been a surprise this season.
It's been a completely surprise for me.
They're playing some good baseball.
Yeah.
In the East Bay, they're staying competitive. They got some league wins. I mean, they've had the battle out over the years with, maybe winning a game or two in league, and then next thing you know, you fast forward to now, they're playing some great baseball.
They do, and they play Dublin this week. Or I think they play Dublin tomorrow, I believe, which yeah. So again, hey, Newark Memorial, same thing. Newark Memorial, same thing, man. They've really surprised me as well. So
and another bubble matchup. I know we've been talking about this, St. Ignatius Midi, but Los Gatos Mountain View.
Oh my God, that's
gonna be
Chick-fil-A.
our Chick-fil-A. Yep.
Yeah.
Another
T-Flip will be there.
I'll be there. I'm looking forward to that. Nice local one. So, but yeah, it should be a great one. Another team, to kind of keep an eye on.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it. I saw a funny comment. We made a post on our Instagram with Los Gatos last week, and they're all orange, right?
Yeah.
Orange head to toe. Someone commented, they said if there was the Savannah Bananas and they're all yellow, they said this is the Los Gatos orange. Something like that. I forgot exactly the word for word what the comment was. It made me chuckle.
Yeah, no, that
shout
was
out
good.
to whoever that was. That was a good one. Yeah, the orange on orange was definitely a traffic cone. Right.
Yeah. I feel like 9 and 10 are up for grabs in the poll.
Yeah. And hey, Acalanes, man.
I'd say even 8. Those
No. I think 9 and 10.
Really?
I think 9 and 10.
I mean,
Acalanes is good, man.
They are good.
Well, not saying Acalanes getting kicked out, but maybe climbing the ranks. I feel like the bottom 3 are very volatile. Hey, I'll say the bottom 4. I'll put those Longhorns in the conversation.
All right.
It's such a competitive type poll that it's very volatile, where I think anything can happen.
And you know what? Don't be surprised if this bubble expands even more next week. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of good
bubble, buddy, and we're gonna have to talk about downsizing that.
Well,
thing.
you know what? Everyone's beating each other up, man. It's like, Newman. I think Newman ended Friday on a tie against Windsor because of darkness, and they ended up. I think they continued the game on Saturday, and they ended up.
Could you imagine driving 2 hours up north? To cover a game, and then the game ends due to darkness.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, well, you know what?
in a
You-
tie.
Well, you guys saw it with Granada de La Salle last year, and that kind of messed up who's shooting who the next
Right.
day, right? Because I had to go back to Granada to finish that game, and
Yep.
they ended up playing like what 4 or 5 more innings, so they played another half game.
But that's storybook stuff. We like that stuff.
Yeah.
That's
That was-
exciting in that format. But yes, that would be awful. in
And,
this.
and
Yeah.
you talk about this bubble, and we're starting to dive more into league play, especially with the Diablo Foothill division, if I recall correctly, with
I think they started this
Acalanes,
week, yeah.
Benicia, Campo, Clayton Valley. That is going to be a very entertaining league, and we've been sleeping on this league.
Let's not sleep on College Park too.
Oh, and College Park, exactly. They had
So-
a great season last year, making it all the way to the NCS D1 semifinals. I think this is going to be a very entertaining league, and we may have to expand the bubble, Tyler. I know you're going to
I
try
know,
to
but-
burst
but,
it,
I mean,
but
look at
when
this,
you have
man.
when you have teams that are beating up on each other. And you just never know what to expect. And I always say that. I feel like that should be my trademark. Like,
You have a lot of trademarks.
find a sponsorship with that. You never know what to expect. But seriously, everyone's beating
know,
up
yeah.
everyone.
No, and that league's going to be fireworks, as Adrian would say. I think on top of that, to quote Dom Crusoe and Campolinda, who we'll talk more about later,
Yep.
is their motto's "We on the up." I think is the quote there. So they feel good about the team that they got going in a tight league. So
Yep.
It's
it'll
going to be a
exciting
dog
see.
fight, that's for sure. It's
Yeah,
going
it'll
to be
be
a
exciting
dog
to see what
fight.
comes out of that league.
Yeah, very interesting. And now let's make our way over to the softball poll.
Okay. Well, softball, I think teams are starting to really, really settle in with softball. So St. Francis Will Glen, number 1 and 2, that doesn't change. And then you got chaos with the rest of this. So Midi at number 3, Livermore number 4, Castro Valley number 5, Amador Valley 6, Bishop O'Dowd 7, St. Ignatius 8, San Ramon Valley 9, James Logan 10,
And here comes your plus
in
size
the bubble. Valley Christian, Mills, Foothill, Granada, Hollister, Clayton Valley, Gilroy, Notre Dame, Belmont, Liberty.
So
Now-
Mills was number 4 last week in the poll.
They're gone. They're
They're
out.
gone.
They're out.
Wow.
Now I had Notre Dame.
big
At number
move.
10.
Right.
If you saw the show, by the way, you guys should really watch the show every week. We put on really, really good highlights, except for my Castro Valley Bishop O'Dowd game. Not as good of a game, but I had Notre Dame at 10, and then they lost to Westmont on Saturday. So that dropped them out of the poll and put Logan in.
And not only they lost to Westmont, they also tied.
Now
to
tying
Monterey.
but Monterey is a good softball team down there in the.
But you still tied. You didn't win.
No, but so that doesn't really hurt them. What hurts them is that Westmont loss.
Right.
That really does hurt them. I did consider Valley, but they've been in a skid, right? So it's really again tough one. But I feel like the softball pool.
Is this the first time SI is on the poll for softball?
Yes, and I know they lost to St. Francis.
It was
they got-
10-0.
Yes, but hey, they were like what 9-0.
That's true.
So I will give St. Ignatius their flowers. Please don't kill me, guys. Please don't kill me. I will give them their flowers. Now let's see what they really
So-
do in come league play.
But the thing with Mills is that they lose a tough game to Notre Dame Belmont. And Notre Dame
Yes.
Belmont's a good team.
They're a good team.
6-3 the final, and it was a very entertaining game because I was there.
Yeah.
It's entertaining because you were there.
Well,
just to
no.
clarify?
But no, when I was there, it was an entertaining game. That's what I meant. Sorry about that. No, but it was a good game, though.
Yeah, it
And
was.
this was a game that came down to the bottom of the 6, and Notre Dame Belmont was able to pull away. And with that, that was a big win for them. And now with Mills, that was only their second loss of the season.
Yes.
And then on Saturday, or later in the week, they go on to roll past Sequoia. I think the score was 13-3, 13-4, 13-3. I'm checking my notes right now. And they had a great bounce back game. That was a game that you establish your confidence to get that mojo back. So with Mills, with that one loss to a really good team, and then you have SI that lost a really bad game to St. Francis.
Yes. Okay, so now I cannot put Mills on the poll without putting Notre Dame Belmont first because they lost.
Okay.
Mills lost. Cannot put Mills over Notre Dame Belmont, right? And you look at this poll, Livermore had a good week. Castro Valley, we're not talking about Castro Valley at all. And also Alameda should be in the bubble. I forgot to put him in the rundown, but Alameda is in the bubble, right? Castro Valley beat Alameda and Bishop O'Dowd. That's a big week for Castro Valley softball.
It is, yeah.
And they beat Alameda on the road. That's not easy to do, man.
Yep.
Not easy to do. So you look at that, Bishop O'Dowd, they beat Pinot Valley. Let's
10-0 the final.
10-0.
O'Dowd looked good.
Right? O'Dowd,
the bats
one
were
of the
alive.
best teams. O'Dowd's one of the best teams in the North Coast section, right? And James Logan's been hot, right? SRV, I know SRV is kind of up and down, but
I think they're only 7-2-1, 7-3-1. They're playing well.
And they lost to Carondelet early in the season, and
3-0.
they lost to some other.
They play Carondelet again this
they
Thursday.
Play Carondelet, and they lost to another league team. I forgot who it was, but SRV has a tough schedule, and SI was undefeated going into the St. Francis game, so you combine all of that, and that's why I have Mills out of the poll and in the bubble. And note again.
How does Mills end up in the top 5 and just plummet? I just think that you being over ambitious in the prior week to put him that high.
No.
Because I think just to plummet out, I feel like if you're a top 5 team, let's say you have a bad week, I feel like being in the top 5 almost gives you like a security blanket that, okay, if you have a bad week, you're going to end up at 9 or 10 to hang on one more week.
But it wasn't even a bad week. It was just
right. I feel like
it was just a tough
aggressive
loss they took
loss
to a good team, and then they bounced back the next game.
Just to plummet, that was crazy.
Well,
From
I mean,
a fourth place team via through the poll.
Yeah.
To out of the poll in the following week.
Again,
wild.
you look at the top 10. Who are you putting Mills over? Yeah, you can put him over Mitty. Yeah, because they did beat Mitty, but you cannot put Mills without putting Notre Dame Belmont in the poll. And
I think they're in the poll, and one of those bottom teams like SRV or James Logan aren't in it. They lose their spot.
Well, Logan wasn't in it last week. Logan's been hot, right?
I just think
I guess you can make a case for SRV, but again, having a tough schedule and a tougher league kind of keeps them afloat, right? For this week, if they lose again to Carondelet, they're out of the poll, and they're in the bubble, and we'll have a new.
And I believe that game Thursday is at Carondelet.
At the athletic complex.
Yes.
Oh, see, here we go. So, hey, listen. Again, a lot easier to put together, but can't say there's no chaos in these polls every week. So again, it's tough, man. It's tough, right? So, sorry, Dublin baseball. You guys got snubbed again last week.
And again, with a lot of these teams that are in our poll or are in the bubble, we're gonna find out a lot of these teams come next week with the Livermore Stampede.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Because it's like Benisha's going to be facing Carondelet. Liberty's going to be facing Cal. Livermore, Alameda.
Right.
You're going to have some Sac Joaquin teams out there that are going to be competing, like Sheldon.
Whitney, I think, is there too.
I think Casa Grande
is in that.
Who ended up winning an NCS title, if I recall correctly, last year. In D2, so. They're going to be in the Stampede this year.
Mitty, St. Francis, Granada. I mean, oh my God. I have the softball part of the schedule done for next week. So we have like 5 of the Stampede games that we're covering. So
yeah,
man, and it's a drop time too. I think it's like 75-minute limit, and it's a drop down.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Man, I can't wait.
Absolutely.
Wait.
So let's recap some of our games from last week. And we're going to start off with the Foothill De La Salle game.
Oh, dear God.
This was a great game.
It was a good game. It was a really good game. First of all, brand new field, beautiful field. Oh, my goodness. But, and Jake, you've shot at De La Salle before.
Oh, yeah.
Remember we used to go on top of the dugout?
Yep.
Can't do that anymore. Kind of got lucky that I ran into the umpires before the game. I told them, hey, I have no idea where I'm going to shoot. It's a brand new field. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. So umpires were nice to me. And and I think...
Hey, we're okay being live ball. If we get hit, we get hit.
That's fine, yeah. And Coach,
just rub some dirt. We're good. We'll be fine.
Or some rubber pellets.
Yeah, we got good insurance over here.
But Coach Jeans was like, "Oh yeah, you guys always shoot on top of the dugout, so it's kind of foreign for you." But beautiful field. De La Salle ended up coming back down 4-0, 3-0. Walked it off in the bottom of the 7th, and Foothill, they had that game. I'm gonna be positive, but I do question some of the decisions that was made in that game, which included, number one, they pulled their starting pitcher after 51 pitches, I think in the 5th inning. No, and he was pitching. I mean, he wasn't getting a lot of strikeouts, right? But he was pitching well, and I think he hit the leadoff batter in the bottom of the 5th, and they decided to pull him, and they put in this guy. Got a couple outs, I believe, after 8 pitches. Pulled him out of the game and put it in a third pitcher, and he struggled. And then this is the second decision. Why wasn't this guy pulled after the 5th inning? Because it was clear that he was kind of struggling locating his pitches, and I don't know why they did not have a new pitcher in the 6th inning.
So the one thing that
that's the reason why De La Salle tied it in the 6th.
So the one thing, well, first of all, that's a great comeback victory for the Spartans.
It is. Foothill's a good
very
team.
impressive win. So the thing that I could see, the reason why, if he was healthy and he was only limited to 51 pitches going off the mound, if they had a game the next day and if they needed him, I can understand that, because
no, you can't pitch him anyway.
1 day of rest though.
No, 51.
50 is 1 day. Isn't 50 1 day of rest?
Was it Thursday or no? It was Friday. So you can't pitch anyone Saturday.
That's
so I don't know why. So I don't understand why they pulled him after.
But doesn't it
51
reset
pitches.
after Friday, or is it after
No, it
Saturday?
resets after Saturday.
Okay.
So at that point, he could pitch 51 and he can pitch 109. It did not make a difference because he was not gonna. If they had a game Saturday, which I didn't check, he couldn't pitch anyway. So why are you pulling him after 51 pitches when he just hit a leadoff batter and he was cruising? And I get it. Maybe they didn't want him to face the De La Salle lineup for the 3rd time, but you go with your starting pitcher until he starts struggling, then you pull him. I do not understand why he got pulled after 51 pitches, but hey, that's the reason why I'm sitting here with you guys having a good time, and I'm not out on the field coaching. So,
Tyler, you have a say in this?
I was going to say I'm confident in the fact that there's a reason for everything. You know, I think there's definitely an ultimate reason, whether it's the right choice or not. I'm very much so for protecting young pitchers' career and the health of their arm. You're in high school, you know, and I get it's a big game, you know, and all that. But it's not for a league title. It's not for a state title. There's no big championship implications there, other than it being a meaningful win.
Yeah.
These guys are young, and I think the coaches are ultimately doing the right thing, protecting these young pitchers' arms and arm health and longevity. Because the goal is, I would imagine, for all these players that they want to play well beyond high school. They want to play collegiately, and who knows whether it's past collegiate. So
I think if this was a postseason game and if we were having this discussion, I think it would be more of a debacle than it is just your typical league game.
That's what I'm saying,
But like you said, there had to be a reason. I mean, when you see that situation happen, I mean, you do get confused. It's like, wait, why did they do this, right? But again, at the end of the day, I mean, there's coaches out there, they're going to make the right decision to put their team in the right position to win.
Yeah, because he wasn't throwing a no-hitter, right?
No, it wasn't throwing a no-hitter, but at the same time, too.
That's the only other reason why I'd say you leave him in.
and the other reason,
that is abysmal if you're pulling him when he's throwing a no-hitter.
I mean, the high school federation has done a good job in really, really trying to take care of these young pitchers, right?
Yep.
That there's a reason why you can only pitch 10 innings per week. There's a reason why they implemented a mandatory rest day where if you throw, you know, a certain amount of pitches, you have to rest a certain amount of days, right?
Yep.
There's a reason why they have all that. So again, like you guys said, maybe there is a reason, right? We will never know. But just for me, it's like, why are you taking out someone who's having a good game on the mound? Again, De La Salle couldn't really do anything offensively. Yeah, they got some hits. But also the defense was playing well. So, why shake up that momentum that you have? So, that's just me. That's just me from a fan and a spectator and just a reporter, I guess. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, I mean, this was a situation with my softball game on Wednesday with Mills and Notre Dame Belmont. They had a pitcher that was going strong 3-4 innings, and then they decided to make a pitching change. And with a pitching change, I mean, in softball, Aubrey talked about it last week. We know for a softball pitcher, you can go unlimited. Unlimited text talk data. No, I'm just kidding. Not like a cell phone provider, but you can stay in there as long as you want, right? And, they made a lot of pitching changes in the game. I think they went through 3 or 4 different pitchers for Mills. And I think that was one of the reasons why Notre Dame Belmont was able to come back and fight. I mean, this was a team that once new pitching was starting to come into play, into full circle, that's when Notre Dame Belmont was able to put together some great at-bats. And when you do that early with a new pitcher that's starting to get into the circle, it starts to build that tension.
Yeah.
From a mental standpoint for a pitcher. And I think that's one of the reasons why Notre Dame Belmont was able to take advantage of the opportunity with getting runners on base. I mean, you talk about Skylar Liu. I mean, her first 2 at-bats didn't go her way, but the other 2 at-bats, 2 big knocks to help Notre Dame Belmont win that game. Haley Trong had 3 knocks.
Yeah.
Had a great game out in center field. And then you got to give a shout out to Allison Liu. She pitched a complete game. It was a bit of a tough start. I mean, she gave up a run in the first inning off a sac fly, and then she gave up a solo shot in the 4th. And just for her to fight and fight and fight and stay in it from a mental standpoint, I think that's crucial. And that was a big win for Notre Dame Belmont to beat Mills. 6-3, the final.
Whether it's baseball or softball, connecting these 2 games, that we were just mentioning between Foothill, De La Salle, and then Mills, Notre Dame Belmont with both the pitcher changes, right?
Yeah.
What I love ultimately about this sport is the chess match that goes into pitchers and skips, taking them out, putting them in, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's such a chess match of a mental game, what it does.
Yeah.
For both sides, whether, opposing a pitcher or the guy or gal on the mound there or in the circle. So I love just how technical it is beyond just the athletic standpoint of it, that there is such a mental game to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously with Mills, Audrey Jang, shout out to her with that solo shot that she had in the top of the 4th. And then Jazzy Maskey, a very good player for Mills, wonderful shortstop, does a very good job in the infield, having a big game also with that big RBI single for Mills. But, I mean, I think Mills is going to be okay going forward.
They'll be fine.
They're going to be fine.
Playoffs.
I mean, they're not in the poll as of right now, but I would not be surprised if they find their way back in it later on this season.
Like I said, hey, Bubble, man, we still got a long ways to go until mid-May, so long way to go.
Okay, so time now for our views from the lens, our best moments from last week.
All right.
Tyler, start us off, my man.
I'm going to take you guys on over to not Campolindo, Moraga, but we're still in the town of Moraga at St. Mary's College.
Awesome.
Yeah. First of all, beautiful facility. That was my first time there. Gorgeous day above all. Everything just so green. This time of year is beautiful. Sure. But what I want to get at is Campolindo's Dom Caruso. No hitter. Huge day to be a Campolindo Cougar. And Caruso was just fantastic. It really came down to, those final innings of getting to that 5th, 6th inning mark where you're just holding your breath, because at that point it was a blowout. Campolindo was just getting it done. Northgate was having a really hard time getting the bats going, giving a no-hitter.
Yeah.
But in late innings, Northgate was connecting with the ball. So every time it went up in the air, you're holding your breath. Right? Because at this point, it's like you're kind of rooting for the guy. You want to see him do it. You want to get it done.
Yeah.
And what I have to mention, though, is I didn't tell you guys this yet. I committed a no-no that game. I did something wrong.
Oh, you said, well, you know what? You got
don't
lucky.
Talk about the no-hitter.
Nope, you'd never do it. You never
let me tell you a short story. I went over to shout out to Luke Short and Connor Sullivan. Turns out those guys are they play for the Oakland Ballers, and their assistant coaches.
Luke Short.
For Camp Belinda. Luke Short was a pitcher at Lee High School. And
no,
not
he was
Lee,
Los Gatos, right?
High
Okay.
School. I made that mistake.
That's what he sounded familiar.
Los Gatos. So anyway, they're assistant coaches with Camp Belinda.
Are they really?
Yep.
Wow.
So I go over to Luke because I know him personally, and I
Sure.
ask him around the 5th inning. I'm like, hey, your guy Dom just came off the mound, right? And I'm like, hey, has Dom thrown a no-hitter before? And he's very dismissive. He goes, oh, yeah, I don't know. And finds himself in the conversation. Oh, okay, I got to go. And,
So you double dipped?
And no. And so I did that, right? And so, but sure enough, game gets completed. Dom throws the no-hitter. It is his first career no-hitter. And I go talk to Luke after the game to say bye. And he goes, hey, I'm sorry. So it's dismissive. But he goes, dude, I'm a pitcher. You can't talk about the no-hitter in the middle of the game.
Dude.
I can't do that.
So you did that, and then Tyler goes in the group chat. Hey, I think this guy's having a no hitter. I'm like, oh no, dude,
did.
you just ruined it, man. I
Didn't ruin it.
He
tell you-
didn't ruin it. Well, congrats to Dom Cruz. So
Yes.
that's fantastic stuff. And I remember I did that. I was at Alhambra, and it was Alhambra versus Concord 2 years ago.
Oh my
and
gosh.
This kid, I forgot what the kid's name was, but he was outstanding. He was going 6 innings strong, and I was talking to his dad,
Oh my
and I'm like, wait, this kid has a no-hitter through 6 innings. First at bat in the top of the 7th, a leadoff
Terrible.
knock.
You know
I'm
what?
like, oh goodness.
Dom had a great game as a junior, first of his career.
Yeah.
Just so close to a perfect game. 1 error was the only thing that kept it from a perfect
Hey,
game.
I
No
think
walks.
I think what's more impressive about that is he didn't allow a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know, not even a walk. Complete game, of course, all the way through to the top 7th and got out of there. So big win for the Camp Belinda. And again, he said it in their soundbite, they're on the up. That's their motto this season.
Yep.
And they want to get it done. So it's a fun team.
also-
I enjoyed it.
It's also tough, right, to do it within 110 pitches. 'Cause sometimes if you're a strikeout pitcher, sometimes you don't get past the 5th inning because you're throwing so many pitches, right? So you got to be somewhat economical, I guess. You can do that, but hey, you know what? You learned a very, very hard lesson.
I can't even imagine, though, for a pitcher to be going through 5 innings without allowing a hit.
Yeah.
Mentally, that's got to be draining. It's like it's one of those things, and I'm pretty sure he said it in his soundbite later on. If you download our full game, I'm pretty sure he said something around the lines of, I just wasn't even thinking about that in that moment. And you can't think about that in the moment because when you think about it, that's when it's going to happen, especially in that 6th, 7th inning.
Yeah, it's impressive as a junior. He's young. What I would paraphrase as is he blacked out. He just wasn't paying attention. He was just playing his game, keeping the ball in front of him is what he said. Defense did their job, and he said, he took until that final moment, that final out, is when he started to soak it in, realize what he had just accomplished. So it is very cool to see, to witness that and be a part of it.
And before we move on, right, really quick, sometimes pitchers, man, they get into their own heads, man. They have their routine before the game where it's like, you mess that up, you mess up their entire routine. They got to start over. So, sometimes it's the pitchers, man. They get into their own heads a lot of times. So.
Okay, I want to get into the sunflower seeds. Adrian, really quick, your views from the lens.
The De La Salle walk-off.
Yeah.
I already explained my opinion. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay, and I have to go with Lane Makoski from Livermore High School, an outstanding player. Just a junior, she already committed to play college softball at Northwestern University. Good old Big Ten softball. All right, first of all, here's a hard hit ground ball to short. Makoski, diving, backhand stop, throws from her knees to get the runner out at first.
That's nuts.
Play of the week.
Love that.
Play of the week.
Yep.
I know. That's great stuff.
I couldn't do that. I can't do that. I couldn't do that.
I'm not even going to
I
dive.
played first base in high school, and nah.
I won't even dive.
You wouldn't see me do
I'll just let it go. I'll just let it go.
No, that's good stuff.
It was a great
exciting
play.
one.
It was
Yeah.
a wonderful
Yeah.
play. And just in that game overall, there were a lot of great defensive plays. There were some great catches out in the outfield for both teams, for both Amador Valley and Livermore. And then with that Makoski, backhand, throw from the knees, get the runner out at
That's
first.
a tough play, too, right, with softball, because it's not 90 feet, it's 60 feet.
Right.
Right, so that's a lot tougher play than baseball.
Hey,
Athlete.
right there,
Yeah.
there's a reason why she's going to Northwestern.
There you go.
That's right. That's right. Don't forget it.
Yep, don't forget it. And don't forget about the seeds, ladies
Oh
and
my
gentlemen.
God, I can't wait. I can't wait.
So
All right, let me
we
move
got
the table a little bit.
barbecue. We got the Taco Bell, cracked pepper. Very curious on the cracked pepper. A lot of people said some good things about it. I'm willing to try it. Dill pickle, ranch. And then
The bonus.
the sizzling bacon
Sizzling bacon.
from the Milpitas man.
Hey, I had this when I was in high school.
I don't know
love
about
it.
that one's very controversial.
Yeah,
All
all right.
those, I'm like, all right, I can get
All right,
behind
Adrian, you want to pour some of these or?
Or
that. Yeah,
which
we got
one do you
all
guys
the
want to
same
try
ones at the
first?
same time.
Okay.
Which one do you guys?
all
Well,
right.
Let's
whatever you
start
want
with
to try
barbecue.
first.
You want?
Go down the line.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Start with barbecue.
pass
Are
it down.
these open?
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
they should be
already
okay.
open. Just wow, I
Here, I'll
can't
pour 'em
wait.
for you guys. I'll pour 'em.
No. Just get a
we're
handful.
Yeah,
Get a little
no.
handful.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. I didn't
Get a
know
little
if
handful. Get a
I
little
just
handful.
realized that the cups are these
That's all
are
right.
the
We'll clean
spinning
up.
cups. Yeah, just a little. Nothing
Yeah,
treat.
no.
That's good.
There
That's
you go.
good.
No, I have too many. Just bringing back to Little League days. I don't think I've had David's barbecue.
Oh, nothing like
since
seeds
Little
in
League.
big league chew, ladies and gentlemen. But that's just me. That's just me.
And I'll tell you what. I made a mistake. I had a big cup of coffee before this, so the coffee and barbecue taste is a little weird in my mouth right now. So, here's the thing. So, we're ranking them 1 through 6, 1 being best, 6 being worst. I think what we should do is we have to pick off the bat, not knowing what these taste like, where barbecue goes. So, you're slowly eliminating. So, like, if you put this in 3, you got to lock in the 3 spot.
Okay.
So, it values your picks.
All right.
You go first, Jake. Or should we all count down Sarah and them? No, unbiased.
This is a 3 for me.
Adrian?
5.
You like the barbecue, don't you?
It's okay.
I'll go 4.
3?
I'll go 4.
4.
Yeah? So you
Okay.
said 3, I said 4, you said 5.
Yeah.
Just remember where what is.
I'm a harsh critic, by the way.
You're a picky guy.
All right.
Just saying.
That's good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty
All right,
You know,
Taco Bell. I'm really curious about these.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
we
curious
had a
about
social
this.
media trend
Last
on our
year.
story last year where we asked the softball and baseball players what your favorite seed flavor is. And the Taco Bell was the number one
Yeah,
answer.
that's. And they had like a Taco Bell pizza flavor too, and I'm like,
There's a couple. I had way too many last time. There you go. Good.
take a little bit, right there. Thank you. All right, here we go.
Taco Bell.
And we didn't have water to cleanse the palate.
Taco
we're-
Bell.
We're mixing
I
up.
forgot water. But okay. That was really good.
Oh, I do like. Holy crap. This is good.
I'll be the hot take. I think it's wickedly overrated.
Wow.
That the way they hyped this up, I was really excited.
I think this
about.
is underrated. I think the kids know what they're talking about, Tyler.
And it's not bad.
2.
Whoa, 2 spot right away. That's crazy. You're giving up your 2 spot?
2.
You
Crazy.
nuts?
Yeah,
5.
crazy. Yeah.
I like these. These are good. Kids, I know what's up.
Wait,
5.
Wait. Are you going backwards?
Are you going
5
back?
is the bottom tier. 1
Oh,
is your number 1
shoot.
spot.
Okay.
So you're backwards. So
Number
okay.
two.
About your last pick. Barbecue's what?
Okay, so I said barbecue for 3, so this is really 4.
There you go.
And
Okay.
then 5. Okay, this is number 2.
You guys go.
2.
Oh
Number 2.
my gosh.
2. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
So I used my 4 spot already on barbecue.
Okay.
I'll put this at 5.
Wow, number 5, huh?
Because
All right.
I'm anticipating sizzling bacon at 6.
All right.
I
You-
don't think
can't-
I'm gonna
you know
like
what?
bacon.
Don't judge it before you taste it.
I hope they like the.
Yeah, hey, you
Okay.
know what they say? Don't judge a book by its cover.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
That's right. All right, cracked pepper. Here we
All
go.
right,
How do you
cracked
think
pepper.
The cracking seed sound ASMR in the mic is?
You know what?
Some ASMR fans.
You can't go to a Giants game without
All right.
seeds, man.
Good.
All right. Take a little bit.
Cracked
Take a little
pepper.
bit.
All right. This is usually one of my favorites. This is gonna be hard to choose between 1 and 2.
In reality, you can't go to a Giants game without Ghirardelli.
That is also true. You go.
Man, this is gonna be so hard to choose. I love this.
Nope.
No. Oh, he doesn't like spicy. I forgot.
6.
You're
6.
so sensitive to
Nope.
spice. I forgot.
Nope.
That's hilarious.
Nope.
The instant spit out.
6.
You want me to go first? Oh man, I'm anticipating pickle as the issue. I have to go number
Oh, you got
1.
ranch too.
I know. I'm going number 1. I'm giving up my 1 spot right now. I love
Wow.
cracked pepper. This is what I buy. If I'm going to the gas station before a game, I'm going with cracked
Pepper?
Always.
Yeah, I can't.
So
Nope.
I've gone 1, 4, 5.
All right.
I
Okay.
know my spots. Where you at, Jake?
It's a 3 for me.
That's
It's
wild.
a 3. So 4 for the barbecue, 2 for Taco Supreme, 3 for cracked pepper.
All right. There
We're,
we go.
we're halfway. We got 3 more. We got dill pickle now.
Pickle.
Dill
This is hard.
pickle.
I hope I don't regret giving up my one spot.
There's like a was it Vlasic kosher dill pickle flavor? I guess.
Fire.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
I've never. Oh, it's all right.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's okay. We'll clean it up. We'll clean it up.
Yeah.
You know, I've never had dill pickle before. Here we go.
I want to see his reaction. Do you like pickles? You have to like pickles to like this.
Not really. I mean, not the end of the world.
I messed up. This should be my one spot. This is number 2 for me. Dang it, dude. This is so good. I forgot how great these are.
4.
Wait, where are you out with your rankings?
A 5 for barbecue.
That's what people say about the polls.
Oh, come on, man. But hey, 5 for the barbecue, 2 for the Taco Bell, 6 for cracked pepper,
Right.
4. There's 4.
Number 1, dill pickle.
Great
Wow,
choice.
Business is business.
That's
You
great
you
choice.
love dill pickle.
I love
great.
dill pickle.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a
Absolutely.
good choice.
This next one, Hidden Valley Ranch.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
You don't
Why?
like ranch?
I thought you like ranch.
I'm a blue cheese guy.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of
You're
ranch.
getting bone-in
either.
wings and you're going blue cheese?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm over blue cheese. I'm not really
Hey,
a
let
big
us
fan
know
of
in the
ranch.
comments below. Blue cheese or ranch with chicken wings. I know we're doing a seed segment, but let us know in the comments.
Yeah, if we can do a wing. Oh no, they're still closed at this time. I was gonna say chicken wings taste test.
We should do that during football season.
Oh, I like, but
Sorry, that was a
I like that.
Or I have an idea. During football season, we do a tri-tip challenge. We get tri-tip from Valley Christian, tri-tip from
I like
Foothill,
that.
tri-tip from Livermore, tri-tip from Pitt.
Salinas too.
Oh, and tri-tip from Salinas. I think that's an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is this? The ranch?
This is Hidden Valley Ranch. By the way, it's all Biggs except for the barbecue. So, shout out to Biggs.
So, which, I was talking to, again, Luke Short and Connor Sullivan about this, saying how we had this segment coming up. And they said the brands matter vastly.
Yes, I do.
So, there's that.
3.
Yeah, there's this, I think my 3 spot's open. I think it's my 3. It's definitely not a 6, so. It's either my 3 or my 5. I forget.
You okay? Oh
5.
no! Oh, he did not like that.
That's god
I didn't
awful.
know if
Wait,
you're
they didn't like
talking
that.
or if
I'm like, I
you-
saw
Oh.
that. I'm like, that was my reaction with cracked pepper.
5.
All
This
right.
just reminds me of
All right,
Little League.
I gotta get some water.
Go get
All right, go get some. Wait, there's water. There's water. Dude, we forgot to get water. We should have gotten water to like clear
Yeah.
our palate. But this is man, he did not like that. Yeah, 3 for me. 3 for me. It's mid.
That was another one from Little League that we would have. I'm definitely not crazy. I'm realizing I don't like the overly salty ones.
See, David's is. I think David's is a little bit, salty in
You're gonna
general.
get through. Then you'll be able to pull
Yeah,
one
I'll
more.
get through. Sizzling
This is the
bacon.
this is
I-
the
through.
surprise
Oh, man,
one.
if you hated ranch, I couldn't-
I'm not looking for the sizzling bacon.
So this is an automatic 6 for me. It's the only spot left.
This
All
has
right.
to be a 6 for me.
Number 1. That's why I brought it as a surprise for me. I can't wait for this. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I think I hope you guys like this. This is just like bacon.
Awful.
I'll give you 2. Oh, 4, 5. There you go. You like them. So
I'll take them.
All right, ready?
Mmm.
Oh, God. No. That is awful, Adrian. Dude, no. I don't even have my mic up. I didn't have a chance to even taste. Get my
Yeah,
mic.
no.
That's
I
terrible.
didn't get to the seed. The flavor, that's disgusting.
How do you artificially flavor
No.
bacon?
No.
Let's see. What are the... Dude, these ingredients are insane.
Bacon will always go with my eggs, but when it comes to seeds, absolutely
That's
not.
your favorite flavor?
I love bacon.
That's wild.
But
I
are we
love bacon.
surprised?
Total
Are we surprised?
6. This is
Wow.
a 6.
Yeah, it's a hard
Does the
6.
Milpitas man say 1?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
If there's anything higher than a 1, I'll put that higher than a 1.
Okay, so think back. Let's do it like this, one at a time. I'm gonna do mine first.
'Kay.
1, 2.
Wait, you said dill number 1.
No, I wish I did. I
Oh,
regretted it.
Oh.
okay.
1, 2, 3,
Mhm.
4, 5, 6.
Okay, so for me, I got dill pickle number 1, Taco Bell number 2. I got the cracked pepper number 3, barbecue number 4, god awful ranch number 5.
God.
And oh my gosh, bacon! Don't even get me
It
started.
shouldn't even be on there.
It shouldn't even be on. It doesn't even make the list, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, well, number 1 for me right here. I love my. I should just keep this.
Yeah, you might as well pocket it. No,
no
one's gonna touch that
one
bud.
wants it anyway. No, so number 1, Taco Bell 2.
Yeah, that
what
Taco
I
Bell
put?
was good.
Ranch
Solid.
3, 4, barbecue 5, and then whatever this is.
Spicy pepper. I love the pepper,
Oh
man.
my god.
Yeah,
I'm just moving stuff now.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
crack. That's too spicy for me, man.
that's funny.
I need Chipotle. I need Chipotle.
You should see how much pepper I cook with.
So the question is, are we just going to? So who's going to take which bags? I mean, yeah, take the bacon.
Well, you know, I think the
Take the bacon.
I think the competition is gonna be who takes that Taco Bell flavor.
That's between you two. I really just like the pickle and the
Okay,
black
here.
pepper.
Here, you can have the pickle.
Beautiful. Oh man, I'm a happy camper.
He likes the pickle.
There we go.
yeah.
That's fun. That's a fun segment.
Oh,
we should
wait,
do
no.
more stuff like that.
You don't like cracked pepper?
I love both. I'm a big fan of both.
There you go. Just
I'd rather have these two.
And there's your draft pick.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, take the worst 2 flavors, Adrian. Thank you. Thank you.
Fun segment. Fun segment.
That-
All right,
now
well-
that's what I call taking one for the team.
All right, I'm gonna eat some more seeds.
All right.
Yeah, go for it. Oh my.
I love me some bacon, man.
All right, yeah, and that's where we draw the line, and I think that's all the time we have for you this week. And I think it's safe to say, while Adrian's spitting out that god awful bacon
Bacon, baby.
seeds, it's safe to say you've been covered.